Alright guys, welcome back to another episode. Eric here, and today we're going to be talking about the Easy Flash, which is a Game Boy Advance flash cart. Now, this is going to be a controversial video for those of you out there who are, tried and true original hardware players. Now, the reason why I got this is because moving to Australia in 3 weeks' time, and I wanted to bring Game Boy Advance with me here. Here we have a Game Boy Advance with a backlight. If you want to know how to do this, let me know. Maybe I'll make a video on installing a backlight. But anyway, I digress. Moving to Australia, can't really bring a lot of stuff with me, and I've really been wanting to kind of delve deeper into the Game Boy Advance library, and being able to play games such as Mother 3, which never came out in America, so I'm going to definitely want to get into that. So, this does run the games on the original hardware, so it's kind of half and half emulation and I don't know, original game, I guess you could say. So here today we're going to unbox this, check it out, and I did get a 4 gig SD high capacity card. Now the website I ordered it from, it said it recommended that you have one available, and I didn't want to go through hoops and get the wrong card, so I just figured why not order both of these. From the particular website I got it from, I'll leave a link down below. It's kind of one of those shady backdoor sites where you don't know if you're really going to get what you pay for. I don't know, so be careful with your money there. Luckily I did receive this, and so I paid about $55 for this. On its own it would have been $55 or $45 without the SD high capacity card, so I just figured might as well just spend the extra $10 and get the right card that's compatible with this. So without any further ado, enough of me talking here and my wonderful bearded face on camera, let's take a closer look at the Easy Flash for the Game Boy Advance. Okay guys, so here is the unboxing and kind of close-up review section of the Easy Flash for the Game Boy Advance. So in the box here, all we're gonna get, I think, is just, it's just the cart itself. So let's take a closer look here and compare it size-wise to an actual Game Boy Advance cartridge. And it's pretty close here. Let me just get a little better look here. It's pretty much the same size and same form factor. So when we put it into our Game Boy Advance, it shouldn't have any kind of obtrusions that shouldn't be there. Basically, for those of you who are kind of nitpicky and prefer the form factor of the Game Boy Advance, this isn't going to stick out too much, which is good. So now, in the introduction, I kind of talked about, or I kind of stressed the fact that I got the right card, I got the right card. And, okay, so I did get a micro SD card, which is the one that they recommended. However, let's just take a closer look here. When you go to put the card into the actual device, let's just take a look here. It's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. It's way too small. So at this point I was frustrated, okay? So I waited a week to get this actual unit. I bought everything that I thought was kind of inclusive so I could get it out of the package, out of the mailbox, and just start playing my Game Boy Advance games. However, that's not the case. So I did some research, and you need a mini SD card, which is this. So I got a mini SD card, which is totally mini, right? So I phoned up some places. I phoned up Radio Shack, Best Buy, Walmart. Basically, I said, look, I have a micro SD card and a regular SD card. I need something in between, which is a mini SD card. Oh, sir, those don't exist. If you're looking for something small, we have the micro SD card. Basically, I had everybody tell me that the mini SD cards don't exist. But right here I have one. So the reason why people say they don't exist is because these are an older style SD card, which I guess were used for cameras and whatnot. So these are kind of hard to come by. So on top of the $56 that I paid with, paid for the SD card and the flash card, I paid an extra $5 for a little kit here just comes with an actual SD card with another mini SD card or micro, whatever. I'm just getting SD carded out here. So basically, what you'll need is you'll need the mini SD card to fit in the unit, and then take the micro SD card into the adapter there, or unless you just have an actual mini SD card. Wow, I am sorry about that. I just wanted to share my frustration there. But anyway, I digress. So when we boot it on here without any ROMs, let's see what it looks like, because I haven't booted this up yet. Apparently it should have like an interface of some sort. Okay, info, can't find disk. Okay. Okay, so I guess I have to put some ROMs on it and stuff and load some data on it. So let me do that quick, and I will be right back to further elaborate on the Easy Flash card for the Game Boy Advance. Okay, now we're back with the Game Boy Advance. I was having some computer problems, so I couldn't really capture like computer footage to show you guys how to load ROMs. But basically, all you need to do is go to the Easy Flash site. Then there's a client in which you use to transfer the ROMs to the system, or to the file system on your SD card. However, make sure you format your card to the FAT system, otherwise it won't read properly. So I have a few ROMs on here, hoping everything should boot up. Now before, you noticed there was nothing, it didn't boot up to anything because there was no file system, it couldn't recognize anything. So hopefully it should work. So let's take a look here. Okay, we have a Star Wars background. Let's see. Well, we'll just go with the first option here, see if we get lucky. Okay, so this is in Chinese. I can't read this. I'm just gonna hit A. Easy disk. Okay, ROMs. Okay, here's the ROMs I want. I just put a couple of them on here. Donkey Kong Country, F-Zero GP Legend. Here, let's get a better look at this. F-Zero GP Legend, Mario Kart Advanced, Yu-Gi-Oh! That's right, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! I dare you to duel me. 1v1 with my Blue Eyes White Dragon. So let's just open up Sonic Advance here. So I'm hoping that this should work fine. So 78%. Okay. So far so good. So as I mentioned before, this is a backlit GBA screen, which is really, really nice, really sharp. And it has a different lens on it as well. It's got a glass lens instead of the regular conventional plastic one. So far, this seems to be actually running pretty well. Now there is an option here to kick out of the game and then go back to the file system. I believe I set it as left, right, A, B, and then select. And that should dump me back into the main system here. Okay, so I think that was telling me that it was saving the game. We'll see what other things we have here. Okay, that's the load saver. Where's the options here? I want to figure out how to set this to English. Okay, these are the directions. English. Did it keep... Looks like this is... whatever. I'll just settle for the Chinese, as long as I know that the games work. So basically, you just have to go into the file system in here and then just load your ROMs. Now this is the Super Mario Advance 2, which is a Super Mario World port. Let's check this out, make sure this works. Sorry if this is a little long-winded, guys. This is pretty much my first hands-on experience with it. So I'm just kind of interested to see how it works and how well it works. Classic game, by the way. I used to play this all the time. And one thing that's really cool about the Game Boy Advance games is I can really relive my childhood here, because I did love the Game Boy Color. However, I got more mileage out of the Game Boy Advance than I did anything else. And I can play as Luigi too, which is great. So far so good. It seems to be working pretty well. I did have a little bit of a debacle here with the cards, as I mentioned before. So, although I said in the introduction that, you know, I should be fine, I don't have to jump through any hoops, I actually did. Which kind of sucks, but, you know, in the end it's worth it. Just to, you know, play some other games. Let's just take a quick look and make sure Mother 3 works, which is what I really wanted to play. Okay, this is giving me something. Okay, I did read a little bit about this. I think there's an error message that says not enough PS RAM. So I'll have to take a look into that, but if Mother 3 doesn't work, whatever, I guess. Kind of disappointed, but there's still hundreds of other games to play. So overall, I think it's pretty decent. Build quality is pretty good. You know, there's no screws. I believe it's, well, there is a screw right there. So it shouldn't come apart on you. I mean, it looks to be pretty solidly built. It does work for the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance SP, and the DS, although I haven't tested it on any of those. I'm just assuming it would work. As far as the Game Boy player, though, I don't know if it would work on the Game Boy player. So, kind of in the dark on that because I don't have one readily available. So, for the price I paid, 56 bucks to take all your favorite games in one cart, can't really beat it. Especially when you have a beautiful backlit Game Boy Advance to play these emulated games on. So there you have it, guys. That is my review of the Easy Flash cart for the Game Boy Advance. Hope you enjoyed the review. Hope you learned a little more about this particular product. If you're interested in purchasing it, as I said in the introduction, I will leave a link down below if you want to go ahead and spend your money on the Flash cart. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy the video. Be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already done so. You know, be sure to stay tuned in my further projects, and thanks for watching. See you again soon, guys.